All right, so my name is Ted Baker. I'm the founder of, one of the founders, I'm the co-founder of Kalo. We're a lifestyle company out of Southern California. Me and a really great friend of mine were working together and realized that we both got married and neither one of us really enjoyed wearing a wedding ring. So as a result, after trials and tribulations of trying to figure out what we were doing and how we were going to fix our problem, we realized that the best thing we could do is just fix the problem ourselves. So one day at work, we were working together. I ran a restaurant. He worked for me. I came into the restaurant with this idea and like a prototype of something. He said it was amazing, and as a result, he started to, he was like, let's start a business. At the time, I wasn't that stoked on it. I was doing pretty well. Things were going in the right direction for me for all my careers. I was doing a couple other things. And it was really his passion and his inspiration to be like, no, let's do it together. I'll do it with you. And that really kind of made the difference. So in 2012, a month and a half after I got married, 2 months after I got married, I looked at my wife and said, hey, look, you know, you were the one that asked me to wear a wedding ring. I was the one that said, no, I didn't want to. But now I think I have a way to solve that problem. And I'm going to start this business. So I'm going to invest every ounce of money we have into this idea. So we did, and launched in 2013, had production out of Asia, half year in 2013. By the end of the year, a little bit of dumb luck, a little bit of marketing via philanthropies and things of that nature, we wound up getting a little bit of traction. And then by December of 2013, we had a huge month for us, which was a $10,000 month. And we thought we had hit it big. So we took that, and my co-founder and partner quit his job with me and said, I'm going to do this full time. And I continued to work the two other jobs I had, and as well as the 40, 50 hours a week and trying to create Kalo. We took on some partners. We didn't take any investment money, but we did expand our the breadth of what we were doing with talent. I felt that at that time we had a little bit of sales, but we still didn't have any money. Nobody really knew what we were. People still don't know what I am. I mean, there's not that many people watching. I wouldn't imagine, but the people that are watching, I doubt any of you knew or even know that my company exists. But we did have a little bit of traction. We were starting to find our little niches of where we could go and find people that would resonate with the brand and the mentality that we're pitching. So what we did is basically I farmed out some of the equity of the company to try to bring smart people in and sold them on my vision. And, you know, luck and hard work, it all happened and came together. You know, by the end of 2014, we had done, you know, $3 million in sales. By the end of 2015, we had done 13. So, you know, it's 2018 now. The projections are much bigger. We're in this for the long haul now. You know, Ahmad asked me to come on and talk about what it means to get from point A to point B and to be a startup. And I think that I don't want to bore you guys all night long or all morning long, regardless of where your time zone is. But a couple things that you should be prepared for as a startup. Number one, you know, you should be prepared to fail every step of the way. If you're not failing, you're not trying. So keep on trying and keep on failing, because eventually something will happen. If you're not prepared to be uncomfortable, you should not go into business and be a navigator on your own. You have to be prepared in every respect to be completely uncomfortable. That means that you don't know if you're going to make rent that month personally, not even for your company or whatever you're paying there. You don't know if you're going to make your car note. You don't know what you're going to do. You know, you don't know if you're going to be able to get by sleeping 3 hours a night for 2-3 years straight. But those are the types of sacrifices, and that's the type of uncomfortability that you have to be okay with to really go from starting with absolutely zero to something. Because I'm not talking about, hey, somebody gave me $500,000 and I had this idea and I invested it and now I'm liable to do all these great things. I'm talking about I have nothing and I'm trying to make something for myself. And that's what we did. My partner and I, we took nothing, an idea and all the money we had, and we took that and changed it into millions and millions of dollars of sales and revenue and EBITDA. And it was only through hard work, sacrifice, and passion that we were able to do that. So if you're not prepared for hard work and you're not prepared for sacrifice, and sacrifice means working 7 days a week, it means working 20 hours a day, it means working 2 other jobs so you can afford to pay for the business to get started. Quite frankly, that's what it takes. We're not in a world anymore where everything is going to be given to you unless you're part of some sort of society or syndicate that's going to like launch you into something and give you a bunch of money to back. Investors don't want to invest in people that aren't going to go out and kill it themselves. You're either going to like hunt, gather, and kill and eat, or you're going to not. And all too often what I find is people act like they want to be hunters and gatherers and killers, but they really don't. That's really not what they're meant to do. They really want to get a job, and they really want to make, 100 G's a year, 150, 200, 250, 350, and be really, really comfortable. And at the end of the day, it's never going to be enough. People always look at everything, and no matter how successful you are, generally you want more of something, whether it's more money, more time with your family, more health. And while I'm on that subject, like the idea of even keel and like how do you balance your work life with your home life, that's just a gift. Every moment you get to see your kids. I basically got 3 hours of sleep because I wanted to get up and take my son to school every day. So I would work my multiple jobs, then I would work my Kalo in between all of it, and then I would be up until 3 or 4 in the morning, and then get up at 6 or 7 in the morning to take him to school, and that was the time I got to see him to go to school. So the idea of work-life balance doesn't really exist if you're in a true startup nature. Having worries about after you get through the first phase of how do I get my business started, then the next thing that happens is you're just stressed about how do I pay my employees. Am I having to loan the company money because everything really sits on my shoulders? Am I personally guaranteeing everything? We went from starting one company to starting 4 or 5 of them, and then going from like renting space to buying buildings, and it just never stops. So all I can say is people often say that they want to be an entrepreneur, which I hate that word. I'm a much larger fan of the word consciouspreneur, because I think that, I've said this before. I said it to Ahmad before. If you're not out there trying to build a community of people that's going to be better and you're going to help, then really you're just a shark. You're just out there trying to use other people and get what you can and swim along. If you want to build a foundation for something great, look around, because generally speaking, the people around you are people that can really, really help you if you, number one, allow them to, number two, ask them to, and negotiate whatever it is to get everybody in the right frame of mind to think of all for one and one for all. So that's super, super, super important. What else can I tell you guys about being a startup? Have a plan. It's going to change. Recognize it, accept it, and know it. But if you don't start with something, you won't be able to evolve it into anything else. So try to get yourself a plan, try to navigate it all out and figure out if-then scenarios along the way. Again, understand that shit's going to break. It's going to fucking break. It always does. It never doesn't break. But if you are lucky enough, like myself, to love what you do and be passionate about it, then that's what you do. Your passion drives the company, and people are going to feed off of your passion. So if you love the water and love being outdoors, and you're starting a company that's going to be some sort of indoor activity, you're going to fail because you don't care and you're not passionate about it. It's going to shine through. Everything that you do with your company has got to shine through you. And if you're not ready to literally give birth to it, then you should fucking walk away. Just don't waste your time. Get your job, work your job, make your magic, invest in the stock market, do whatever. You really got to be prepared. I mean, as a man, I can never have a child, but birthing companies is as much as having a child as I could ever imagine, other than my own children, because you literally have to live, eat, breathe, and sleep it, and give it oxygen, feed it. If you don't water that plant, it's not going to grow. If you don't feed your company, it's not going to grow. It's going to take your time, your effort, your money, your life. So if you're not prepared to give it that, then just bail. Do everybody a favor. tell your mom and dad that, you know what, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go get a job and I'm going to live my life and be happy and take my vacation 2 weeks a year or 3 weeks a year and go to some town and hang out and have kids and buy a house and live my life. But if you want to put yourself out there, risk everything, not be afraid to fail, be ready for people to like laugh at you, spit in your face, say your idea is stupid, just antagonize you and criticize you up and down. If you're ready to be out there and let people literally rip you apart because of something that you said 6 years ago that makes no difference now, but everybody, now that you're somebody, they want to pull up stuff from the past. You know, that's why I'm not on Facebook. That's why I had to literally create a Facebook account for this live cast, because I'm not on Facebook. I try to stay off of social media. I let my companies and all my people speak for me on social media. I go and speak to groups of people live in person and try to give a more human being factor to my life and what I'm doing, as opposed to snapping a selfie of myself getting on a jet and acting like I'm a fucking rock star because I'm getting on a private jet, or because I'm going on a boat, or because I'm on a vacation. You know what? None of that matters. What matters is what you're providing to your family, what you've invested yourself in, and what you're passionate about. So if what you're passionate about is what you're doing, then you're already winning. Okay? That's point one. Number two, be prepared to fail. Number three, be prepared to be uncomfortable and just hope down the road that your comfortability will come once you start to see success. And then once you see success, everybody and their mother is going to climb into your boat and they're going to try to, you know, take advantage of knowing you and sap off of all of your experience and everything else. And don't look at that like it's a bad thing. I take phone calls. I take, you know, people reaching out to me that are asking for help or asking for advice, because I feel like if you have a way to get in touch with me, then you deserve, you know, I can give you 5 minutes of my time. You can throw stuff off of me and I'll tell you, go left, go right. And oftentimes that's all you need. You're looking for somebody to tell you that's a bad idea. Don't do this because of this, this, and this. Go that direction. What cost me 5 minutes could give you, you know, a huge return on an investment, as well as, you know, save you 6 months out of your life. Because a lot of times you go down the wrong pigeonhole and then you get stuck and your business dries up before it ever began. So anyways, if you're involved with this, with Startup Navigator, you're the beginning of a great little community and a great culture. If you're involved with Ahmad, who is an amazing human being, who's always trying to give back, which is, you know, this guy's spending his time to do this. This is what it's all about. You know, trying to build synergies between people, because I guarantee you, I think there's 4 people watching right now and you're all smarter than me. Without a doubt. Without a doubt, you're all smarter than me. So surround yourselves with those smart people and recognize that everything that you do that's great, go find somebody that does the things that you don't do great, and then partner up with them to let them do what they do, and you do what you do. That's it. I don't know how long I'm supposed to go for. I wish there was a way I could take questions. I'm not a Facebook guru like Ahmad. Be prepared to fail. Be prepared to hunt, gather, and kill. And if you don't want to hunt, gather, and kill, go get a job. Make yourself happy some other way. Because getting into a startup is all about adrenal fatigue. It's all about a crappy diet. And it's all about trying to do a 20-minute workout every chance you can, and then trying to travel from city to city and plane to plane and coffee to different sorts of caffeine to facilitate whatever you have to do to get the job done. Because every opportunity you get to sit down with somebody and explain your brand and talk about how great it is, you've got to be on and ready to roll. So that's it. All right, navigators. If you are watching this and there's something I can help you with, hit up Ahmad. If he thinks it's a good idea to talk, we'll do it. I appreciate everybody chiming in. Thank you for everything. And the opportunity to come and talk is always refreshing. Have a great day. And you guys, make something today. Don't wait till tomorrow. Stop fucking around and watching me and go do something. I'll see you. Bye-bye.